Welcome back to my channel. In this video tutorial, we are going to focus on the NAND gate, the NOR gate, the XOR gate, and the XNOR gate. So we are going to go over their truth table, the basic idea behind them, the logical circuit, and the logical combination, that is, the functions. So let's begin with the NAND gate. Okay, let me write it in uppercase. For the NAND gate, in terms of logic circuit, this is how it looks like. It's quite similar to that of the AND gate. It's just that the difference is that there will be a little open circle at the peak point, showing that before the outcome is produced, it's going to be negated. So this is Z as the outcome, and to the left hand side we have the input AB. Then its logical function or logical combination Z will be indeed equals to AB as it is for AND, but it has to NAND it, that is, it has to negate it. So that's why they call it NAND gate, that is, negation of AND gate. I believe you got that. That's just how it works. So whenever you have to find or you have to work with NAND gate, just find the AND gate first, and after that, just negate your result, and that will be your final outcome. So what about a truth table? How does the truth table work? Let's see how it works. So for the first input A, second input, and the third will be the combination, which is the AND gate, and the last one, which be the negation, which will be our final outcome. Okay, so when A is 2, when it is 2, and when it is false, when this is 2, 0, 1, 0. So when both are 2, the result will be 2 according to the AND gate. But when either is false or both is false, the result will always be false. So now, what is the negation of 1? It turns out that the negation of 1 is simply 0. And for the rest, the negation is going to be 1, 1, 1. The negation of 2 statement is simply a false statement, and the negation of a false statement is simply a true statement. I believe you got that. And that's just the basic idea behind the NAND gate and the basic things you need to know about it. So, in conclusion, the NAND gate produces a false output only when the inputs are 2. Otherwise, all the outputs are going to be 2. Now, let's talk about the OR gate. For the OR gate, for the NOR gate rather. For the NOR gate, its circuit diagram is also similar to that of OR gate. It's just that it also possesses that little circle showing that before the outcome is produced, it would have been negated. If this is Z as the outcome, then the inputs A and B are going to undergo the OR operator, but still they are going to be negated before they are being produced as the output. So generally speaking, in terms of function, Z is indeed equals to A plus B as the logical OR operator, but it has to be negated, that is the inverter. So that's the function for the NOR gate. Now what about its truth table as well? How can we derive its truth table? What will be the outcome of the NOR gate when either of the inputs are true, or when both the inputs are true, or when both the inputs are false? So let's see how that works as well. So first input, second input, third input, which is A plus B, and the last one, A plus B, which is the final input. Now, when A is 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So what will be A plus B? It turns out that according to OR gate operator, when the both inputs are 2, then the outcome is going to be 2. When either of the inputs are 2, the outcome is also going to be 2. But it's just that it's going to produce a false outcome or output when both the inputs are false. So that's just the basic idea behind the OR gate. Now for the NOR gate, it's just the opposite of the outcome in the OR gate. Like we said, NOR means the opposite of it, that is the inverter. negation of the outcome. The negation of 1, that is a 2 statement, is simply 0, 0, 0. And the negation of a 4 statement is simply 1. So with this, we can finalize a conclusion that the NOR gate only produces a true output when both the inputs are false. Otherwise, it will always produce a false output. I believe you got that. With this, you should have been getting familiarized and used to the outcomes of these gates, respectively. So, what about that of XOR gate? What is the basic idea behind that? Let's also look into that as well. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel. Also, if you are enjoying this content, click the like button to help you to know that the video is like, so they can recommend it to many viewers out there. Alright, what about the XOR gate? The meaning of the XOR gate means exclusive OR. That is, we should consider when either or any of the input is true or false. You understand? Both must not be the same value, where they must be different. That's just the meaning of exclusive OR. So first, let's talk about its visual illustration in terms of circuit diagram. Exclusive OR in terms of circuit diagram is similar to the OR gate circuit diagram. It's just that the input once touches the gate. They won't touch the gate, they will only reflect the gate. So this is the output Z. So instead of the input to touch the gate, they won't touch the gate, they will only reflect the gate. And this is the input A and B. So whenever you observe that the input doesn't really touch the gate, and yet an outcome is produced, it's serving as the XOR gate. So what about its logical function, its logical combination? What is that? How can we represent that? So according to the diagram, Z is indeed equals to A bar plus B, okay, times B rather, then plus A times B bar. So this will always provide the output for the logical XOR gate. So now, how can we make a conclusion of when the XOR gate reproduces a false outcome and when it reproduces a true outcome? So let's look into that using the idea of truth table. So let's do that. Let's do that. So A, B, and Z. Okay. So I'm going to have 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So according to the exclusive OR gate, it produces an output when either of the input is true or false. They must not be the same value. Otherwise, it's going to produce a false statement or a false output. So this is going to produce a true statement or a true value when either of this input is true or false. So this and this are going to be true, while this and this are going to be false. That's just the basic idea behind it. That's how it operates. Okay, you can always use the function to confirm that. Okay, but I won't do that for this video. However, you should be able to do that. So now let's talk about that of the last one, which is that of the XNOR gate. For the XNOR gate, it's like the negation of the XOR gate. Okay, I'm not going to get rid of the circuit diagram, likewise that of the truth table of the XOR gate, so that you can see the difference between the XOR gate and the XNOR gate. For the XNOR gate, is simply the negation of the XOR gate. So which means if I have Y to be the outcome of the XNOR gate. First, let me draw the visual illustration for you to see. So that's just going to be similar to this, but in this case, there will be a little circle showing that the outcome will be negated before it's being produced. So that's going to be something like this. Okay, that's quite too poor. So AB, and this is the output Y. So there will be a circle around here. So this is Y. Okay. So y in this case is just going to be the opposite of z. It's going to be the opposite of z. And so therefore when z is false, y is going to be 2. And when z is true, y is going to be false. And when z is false, y is going to be 2. So what I just want you to keep in mind is that for the XOR gate, it produces a true outcome or true output when either of the input is true or false. While for the XNOR gate, it produces a true output when both the inputs are the same thing. When they are both false or when they are both true, then the XNOR gate is going to produce a true value as well. So you should be able to differentiate and distinguish between them. So these are the basic things you need to know about the rest of the logical gate. Like I said earlier, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. By the way, I think I almost forgot one thing, and that is the logical combination of the XNOR gate. So we need, how can we represent the XNOR gates? Like we said earlier, Y is just the negation of the XOR gates. So just going to be A bar times B plus AB bar, then of the negation. Now this is not the final simplification. By the way, if you have watched my video on De Morgan's law of logic gates, you should be able to simplify this to the lowest term. By the time you simplify this, you should end up having this as your final answer. So it can be represented this way or this way. AB plus A bar, B bar. So just use that as an exercise, as an assignment. Prove or show that this correspond to this. To do that, you can always check the video just pop out at the right hand corner of this video for you to have the basic idea behind the De Morgan's law of logic gates. Or you should check out the description of this video for you to have access to it. Thanks for watching once again. See you guys in the next video.